This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions.
This is the Absolute Business Mindset podcast, created and hosted by Mark Hayward. I am a corporate employee with an entrepreneurial mindset. This podcast will help and support you with new ideas about business. These are my thoughts, ideas and comments. Today I'm going to talk about two of my favourite books that I've read recently. Hopefully they'll give you some inspiration on how to be able to improve your business and be a better human being. Enjoy. Hi everyone again. I just wanted to have a quick podcast YouTube video with you today. I wanted to talk about two of my favourite recent books that I've read, and I think these are pretty important for most people that are watching this and listening to this. So the two books are High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard and Start With Why by Simon Sinek. As I say, it's just going to be a brief one today. I just want to talk to you about these two books because I want to share with you as I go along and sort of build up my knowledge and my understanding, some of the books that are influencing me at the time. Again, always try to learn, always trying to add things to your skill set, to your knowledge. So reading, whether it's reading or whether it's on Audible with audiobooks, entirely up to you how you best find to use it. But I would definitely advise you guys just to try and read and try and build up your knowledge. It's not always easy. Time to relax is important. You've got to be able to find some time, whatever your relaxation is. But equally, whenever you're in transitional, I always find, so whenever I'm commuting, whenever I'm traveling or walking the dog or something like that, that is the time when I listen to the audiobooks and I get a lot of value. Other times it might be watching TV, it might be spending time with my family or with my wife, going out and socialising, but it is important that you keep on building up your skill set and your knowledge from books. Right, so the first one, I'm just going to talk briefly about the 6 high performance habits from Brendon Burchard. So what they are is the main reasons. He built up a large skill data set of knowledge about people that he's worked with for the last 20 years. And I'm going to talk to you about the 6 key habits that he has that is important to him, and what he found from all of this studying of all these people. So he's worked with politicians, athletes, business people, any number of different areas he's worked in. And I would say that he's really wrote a really fascinating book to try and use those habits that could be good for you as well. So the first one is to seek clarity. So what he means by seeking clarity is you got to know what you want to be. You've got to be able to define yourself, define what you want to do and how you want to do it. So it's always important that you're able to seek clarity and understand in yourself what you're meant to do. Second one is generating energy, which is personal and physical. So that might be doing exercise, that might be just building up energy in your day. You could be doing things early on. A lot of people of the high performancers start work early and get ahead of the game before everyone else logs on. Physical, I think we've spoken about this numerous times, not always easy, but it should be done, that you should be trying to remain physically fit and physically high energy. You've got to raise necessity, so you've got to be able to have drive. So the drive is the dedication, is the working hard, is delivering. And then the fourth one, which is similar, is increasing productivity, which is working hard. You've got to be able to produce. You need to be able to not just be busy. You've got to deliver on productivity and deliver what you're actually trying to achieve. The fifth one is about developing influence, and I think that's one that the high performers are very good at, and you can find any number of people which are not good at it. Typically, salespeople are thought of to be to be able to influence people by techniques, but it's all learnable, and you should be thinking about how you can influence people and bring people along on your journey to be able to make them buy into you, as whether it's an employee or a business. And you've got to be able to demonstrate courage. You've got to be able to stand up for yourself. You need to work hard. You need to be strong. You need to make people accountable. You being accountable, but equally making other people accountable. So I would say that you need to be able to be to show courage. So as I say, that's just a brief thought into it. I would definitely recommend this book. I would go with this in your next 10 books to read, so next 5 books to read. It's a really, really good one to be able to develop and understand other people's habits. Right, the second book is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. So Simon Sinek wrote this book, and he's kind of become a bit of a phenomenon in that he is now, he never really was a massive into business beforehand, but just has developed this sort of niche of leadership and working out people's whys and working out people why they want to achieve and sort of help them to be able to achieve. So in his book, Start With Why, and this is another one I would recommend definitely, is you need to ask yourself why you are you and what you want to be. So the why is always asking, what is your starting point? Then you need to be able to build up from there. So you need to understand why you are who you are, why you want to be a businessman or you want to be an athlete, why do you want to deliver those skills or those numbers. If you want to be able to deliver, do you want to be a millionaire? It's all working out your why and why you want to be that. So why is your first start, and then your when and how are you backing up of your why. So you've got to work out why you want to be a millionaire, why you want to be a successful athlete, why you want to be a successful politician, whatever it is, and then the what. So what do you want to, and then the time frame of when you want to do it, and a very important one is the how. And this is the one point that he talks a lot about is the why is the vision. Is why you're actually wanting to achieve what you want to achieve. But the how is the practical side of how to actually get there. So these two are probably your most important that you want to be able to think about on why you want to do it and then how you're going to achieve to be able to get to what you want to achieve. Right, that is just a quick précis on the next 2 books that I recommend you to read. Check me out on YouTube with these other videos. Hopefully got some interesting interviews coming up in the next couple of weeks. Really looking forward to that. I also am on Twitter, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. You can check me out on LinkedIn as well. Facebook, I'm also on, which I'm releasing some details on there. So please, or they'll be on the show notes as well, and on YouTube details. So if you want to find me, equally, just a big shout out for Patreon. If anyone wants to join me on Patreon, please do. It'll be great to get you guys on there as well. Right, enjoy your summer. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.